Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to talk about dating in Panama at 55. What that looks like, dating local, dating expats. So if this is something that you are interested in, please like, subscribe, and comment, guys, so that I can keep this content coming your way. All right, so let's get into it. So when I first moved to Panama, I met this Panamanian guy. So he was nice, very charming. He had his own place, he had his own car, and he pretty much took me around the city and showed me different things and showed me the restaurants to go to and things like that, all the local spots. And we had a very nice time. Communication wasn't that great because he didn't speak very much English, so we Google translated a lot, and that was fine. We laughed a lot. He had a great sense of humor. I'm goofy, so it just worked. So I noticed that he always wanted to come to my house. He came to my house, he ate my food, he just didn't have very much money to replenish some of the things that he was depleting. So that became an issue for me. I had to think really long and hard on it because we were having a very good time together. The chemistry was good. He did cook, but he cooked my food. So instead of my budget for me, it was now a budget for two people. And that just became to be a bit much. So like I said before, I lost my husband, lost my daughter. So during those anniversary times, it's a little difficult for me. So I was having a rough patch one day, and he was asking me what was wrong, and I think he wanted to do something. So I was trying to explain to him that, I wasn't feeling very well today, and I just wanted to be alone, and, if he could go and do something by himself or go home or whatever he wanted to do. And he got really upset about that. And he went home, but he went home with an attitude, and it just kind of, it put off a light in my head to where it's like, you know what, he wants to do what he wants to do, but he just doesn't understand probably what I'm talking about so that we can connect emotionally. I don't think he understood exactly how to comfort me when those things happen. So that was a little bit unfair to be able to expect somebody to understand where you're coming from, understand our emotions when we're from two different cultures. So that started the downfall of this relationship because I realized very quickly that I was not going to be supported, comforted, or financially stable with this person. So I decided to end the relationship, and he became very, verbally abusive when, I decided to end that relationship. So at that point, obviously, I knew that was the best decision that I have made about that particular guy. So, dating Panamanians now. My requirement now would be that you definitely have to speak English. I am learning Spanish, but how can I date somebody that does not speak English or understand English? So that would be something that I would be looking for now, and before I really didn't think that it would be a huge issue, but it's definitely a huge connection issue for me. So that would be my criteria now moving forward. And that they would need to have a job. I am retired, so I'm here all day. I do have a routine that I do every day, and I don't like to deviate from it. But I don't want somebody around me 24/7. That was another thing that I realized dating here and dating a Panamanian that did not have a 9-to-5. It was a lot. He wanted to be entertained 24/7, and that's not how I live my life. So they would definitely need a job away from the house to be able to work at least 8 hours a day and then we could hang out in the evening. Not looking for a live-in, not looking for somebody to hang out at my house all the time and drink all my beer, eat all my food. I'm not looking for that. So moving forward, I definitely know that that is what I would be looking for in a Panamanian mate. So dating expats here in town, I think the first thing to talk about is why they decided to move to Panama. Why did you decide to come here? Because what we tend to forget is that, you know, when I was on my journey to come to Panama, I was so excited to meet everybody. I was so excited to get here. I had my blinders on as far as I don't know these people, and I just really believe that, oh, the Americans are great. No, not all the Americans are great. A lot of us come over here with issues, mental issues, health issues. Could be running from something. It could be you don't know what these people came to Panama for. You don't know their financial status. So when I dated this American guy, after the Panamanian, I just kind of felt like, okay, this will be cool. I'll date somebody who understands me, an American. We speak English. We understand each other. No, ma'am. That wasn't the case either. So I quickly learned that this person probably had some type of PTSD going on, very insecure, very clingy and needy. Financially, he was able to take care of himself and take care of me. I wouldn't say that he wasn't able to take care of me. He was able to do that. But very clingy and very looking for, I don't know what he was looking for, to be honest with you, but extremely, extremely, extremely clingy and very territorial with, this is what I want you to do, this is what I don't want you to do, had so many rules and all this other stuff. So that didn't work out either. Once again, I'm looking for somebody that I can speak English to, that can understand me, but that not to control me. I mean, I'm a free spirit, and I treat my mate as such as well. I mean, again, dating an American guy, if he's here, typically he is retired. So he needs a hobby. I mean, I don't know why men at this point want us to be around them 24/7. So I definitely need somebody that has some type of hobby, that likes to be physical, that can spend time away from me for a while. Because again, I'm not a very clingy person. I like my own space. I like my own time. I have my own interests. And yeah, you need to have your own. A lot of them, especially my age, they know here in Panama that they can date very, very young here. The women here, the Panamanian women here, will definitely entertain an American man at whatever age. You can be 90 and walking down the street with a beautiful Panamanian woman. So trying to find an American guy here, I wouldn't say it's impossible, but unless you get them after they're exhausted from everybody else here in Panama, I don't see that as being a potential situation. My experience with them is, you know, they have dated a Panamanian before. They realize that that woman doesn't have any financial means, so they're constantly putting out for her, for the kids, or for the family. And American guys are not necessarily used to 100% taking care of a woman like that. So, but again, you can get them, but you are going to have to financially support them as well. So then when they get tired of dealing with with that, then then they start sniffing around us again. So I dated a expat that was here a very short period of time, and he was very controlling, so many rules. I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. I had to call him so many times a day, or it was just so many doggone rules. And I think he had a little bit of PTSD going on too. It was just a lot. And after the Panamanian, I really thought, wow, this would be great. He's an American, he speaks English, we understand each other. But that's the thing too. We don't know why people move to Panama. We don't know your medical background, your mental background, or any of that. So that was an eye-opener for me too. So it's like, okay, dang, if I can't date a Panamanian, I can't date an expat. Like, what were chances? Who am I gonna date? So I decided to just let it go organically and just take my time, get to know somebody. And I enjoy going out. I love going to dinner. I love going on little excursions, and I can financially take care of myself. So that's what I do now. So I'm not necessarily now looking to go into a dating relationship with someone, but I am looking to have some type of companionship relationship with someone, so that I can spend my day communicating and relaxing and having a great time with someone else. There's so many things to do here to where you don't want to be roaming around town by yourself. So there's a lot of concerts, movies, restaurants, bars. It's just excursions, so much stuff to do here that I definitely want a companion. But at this point, I'm not looking for anybody that I can honestly say, hey, we're moving in and we're doing this and we're doing that. It's a little bit much for now. So I'm just going to continue to enjoy myself, going out, having a great time, keeping my spirits up, and what comes my way will come my way. So another thing is, people were like, well, what about if you bring your boyfriend or your mate? I think that's probably the best option. A lot of the women here are married. Well, a lot of the women with men here are married. They came down with their spouse, so then they have their built-in best friend and social buddy and all of that. So that always works. But the single women that are here, we normally just hang together. Or you see me, I'm out there, I'm dating, I'm having a great time, but I'm not finding anybody that would actually, that I can actually say, hey, yeah, let's spend the rest of our lives together. I have not encountered that yet. But it doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen. So, so moving to Panama at 55, dating here in Panama, the dating scene for women, again, the Panamanians, they will take you out, you will have a great time. But the financial means may not be there to do all the things that you would like them to do, or that you can afford to pay for them to do with you. But they are very nice. They're very manly men. I think that was my biggest thing. It's like, I'm just not used to, manly man not having money to support themselves. So that was my issue there. And the communication. The language barriers was really, really tough as well. But overall, the men were great. They're very nice. They're very chivalrous. They were nice. The Americans here, again, there's tons of beautiful Panamanian women here, and they can get them. So, it's no secret. Like I said, you could be 95 walking down the street with a 25-year-old. So, that makes it a little bit difficult for us in our age group. But again, doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. And you see me, I'm out there having a great time. But I changed my mindset as well. So I'm not out there looking, saying, hey, I want to have a husband and all this stuff, because I don't know if I want to have a husband. So I'm just taking it as it is. So if you're moving to Panama as a single woman, I would not be so, oh, I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna find my husband. I would be more concerned with getting out here, getting to know the culture, getting to know your way around, meet a couple friends, get a hobby. Not saying that you'll have tons and tons of competition, but you will. You're gonna be in competition with the expats, you're gonna be in competition with the single Panamanians. So, you know, it's real. So you definitely want to come out here, take care of yourself, you know, in a mental good space, a physical good space, if that's what you're looking for. Because for me, I don't want anybody that's not physically fit. I didn't come out here to take care of somebody's health issues. I mean, I came out here to live my best life too. So, you know, I want you to be active. I like to do active things. So you're going to be able to hike and bike and walk and, you know, and just be a little bit energetic there. So that would be somebody that I would be looking for. So I would assume that the men would be looking for the same thing. But, you know, there's a lot of people out here that just love to go to dinner and drink and go home. So again, it could be somebody here for any and everybody, every single type. But there's a lot of single women here, a lot of single men here, and you can have a great time, or you can be by yourself. Ask me the questions, because this is a weird one, because I only know, you know, my experiences, but I could definitely share different stories and different things that I've encountered. So ask me the questions. Ask me what you want to know, so that I can give you my upfront answer, what I have experienced. This is not saying that every single Panamanian man, every single U.S. expat act this way, but this is my experience, guys. So don't jump on me for that either, okay? So I will say this: dating in Panama overall, I think you will definitely get dates. You definitely will have a wonderful time, because everybody is nice and friendly. As long as you get here with a good spirit and a good mind. That's why I said, you know, it's best to just come and get yourself situated first, and get your health right and your physical right, so that when you do hit the dating scene, that you're your best possible self, and so that you can enjoy it. I think if you just take that approach, you'll have a wonderful time out here on the dating scene. You'll have a wonderful time meeting people. I'm truly enjoying that part of my life. But again, I had to make that decision myself too, because I thought, you know, hey, when I come out here, I'm gonna date, it's gonna be great. I normally, I've never really just dated people before. So that's why a lot of times I say, I'm dating. You're not dating, you're on a date. There's two different things. So I have decided to just date, go on a date, and it's okay. So I am truly enjoying myself, just going on dates, enjoying my time, enjoying the person that I'm with, and not having any of those expectations, or, you know, this is gonna be my boyfriend, this is gonna be my husband, none of that stuff. Just out enjoying yourself and being present with what's going on. I think that it has worked for me so far. I really am enjoying myself. I'm really not getting disappointed in people and things like that, because I have no expectations of any of it. So yes, dating scene, you will be able to get here, have dates, have a great time. But there is a lot of women here. There's a lot of men here. So it is what it is. And like I said, dating at this age, these men, they can pretty much get whomever they want, especially, you know, the Panamanians. I mean, they can get the Panamanians and they can get the expats. That's the beauty of being a man here in Panama. They really have the best of both worlds, because the single Americans here are looking for a mate as well. So when they do want us, then, you know, they have both of those options. So do we, but our options are pretty much the same, because if the men date Panamanian women, they will have to, for the most part, support them. And if we date a Panamanian man, for the most part, we will be supporting them. But again, Panama is a melting pot of a lot of different people, a lot of different cultures. So you may run into somebody else that's not Panamanian, or that's not an expat over here, that could just be traveling. So I just wouldn't limit yourself and try to choose a country or a situation where, you know, hey, that's where my husband's going to be. I had one girl come up to me. Well, I met her. She didn't just come up to me. She says, yeah, I came to Panama to meet my husband. I was like, good luck with that one. I was like, girl, okay, well, you need to find a place to live first, because, yeah, you might not find that. But anywho, dating in Panama can be very, very exciting, very fun, very freeing. As long as you come out here with the right mindset of, there is a lot of women, there is a lot of men, there is a lot of choices, there are a lot of choices. So everybody has a choice, and we have choices as well. So I would have fun with it, guys. I wouldn't put too much on it. I just would come out here, enjoy yourself, and have fun with it.